Canadians expect to feel safe on our roads. They expect fairness for workers and strong supply chains that keep our economy moving. But today, our trucking industry is being torn apart by unsafe, illegal practices under a scheme called Drivers Inc. And after years of government failure and even decisions that are making things worse, the crisis is totally out of control. Drivers Inc. is a tax avoidance scheme where companies misclassify drivers as independent contractors instead of employees. Now, it sounds technical, but here's what it means. Companies are illegally pocketing about $22,000 per driver every year by evading taxes and benefits. Drivers themselves lose around $6,300 annually in all federally mandated protections like CPP, EI, and workplace safety. Industry experts warn this scam costs Canadians billions of taxes every year, draining money that should be going to schools, hospitals, roads, and it's spreading fast. In Ontario alone, nearly 1 in 3 drivers applying for jobs request illegal misclassification, with about half seeking to work in the underground economy. When asked why this problem has grown so severe, Liberals tried to point fingers at the past. At committee, we heard this.
In your opening remarks, you made reference to the year 2011, and I just want to clarify the significance of that year for this crisis in your industry that you're referring to. That's the year in which the CRA made these changes, imposing a moratorium on the T4As for workers in your sector. That's correct?
Correct.
So that's if we had to choose a date at which this problem was set in motion, we might point to 2011 as when some of these decisions were implemented.
That's the beginning of it.
Okay, and it has continued until the present day, very, very clearly from your testimony. Thank you. So in 2011, so under the previous Conservative government then?
Yes, the CRA made changes in 2011, but here's the hard truth. 14 years is long enough. The Liberals have had over a decade to fix this, and they haven't. CRA promised answers in the 2023 budget. What did we get? Silence.
The CRA has committed to bringing back T4As, but it needs to happen now. 14 years is long enough. So you bring that back up, step one. Step two, the personal service business model was studied by CRA. And Jonathan to my left here has been involved in that and can provide a little bit more detail with that. But simply put, CRA has discovered we have a big problem with PSBs. Trucking is our #1 problem. So the question for the CTA is, why hasn't action occurred? Why did the fall economic statement say that CRA was going to give us answers in the 2023 budget, and silence ever since?
And then came the Carney government's stamp election. And it didn't just delay action, it killed pending CRA authorizations and budget measures that would have given enforcement teeth. Promises to restore the T4A reporting and cracking down on misclassification vanished overnight. Industry calls this a state of lawlessness.
It's a well thought out scam that has expanded over the years to now incorporate immigration fraud, driver training fraud, human trafficking, the movement of contraband, and illegal cross-border shipments. This growing scam furthers the deterioration of highway safety across the country and the bankruptcy of many legitimate law-abiding trucking companies that are critical to the fabric of your communities. The unfortunate truth about this scam is that bad actors are not only winning, they are also taking over the industry and the Canadian supply chain.
Meanwhile, unsafe practices exploded. Training standards collapsed. At committee, we heard this chilling testimony.
It's get them through as fast as we can, get them on the road, make us money. How do people run off the road and flip trucks on a beautiful sunny day? Okay, if we get a massive snowstorm, okay, but not on a beautiful sunny day. There's a lack of training, and it's serious.
Behind every failed crash is a family devastated by a preventable tragedy caused by fatigued drivers, poor training, or exploitation under schemes like Drivers Incorporated. And here's another truth. Canada's immigration system is fueling this crisis like rocket fuel. Vulnerable newcomers, international students, temporary foreign workers are being pushed into trucking under Drivers Incorporated, often with threats, passport confiscation, and unsafe conditions.
Offshore payments and exploitation of the students. Students will wire tuition via WhatsApp to anonymous accounts and then find themselves trapped in labor trafficking conditions. Make no mistake about it, labor trafficking is in trucking.
This isn't just a tax scam. It's a human rights issue. Industry leaders have been crystal clear.
Many truck drivers under this model lose vital protections, including job stability, retirement benefits, sick leave, and holiday pay. These employment standards are core to Canada's labour culture and essential to fairness and equity in the workplace. Their erosion puts employees at risk and weakens the foundation of our social safety net.
So what needs to happen? Here's what Conservatives are calling for the Carney Liberals to immediately act on. Crack down on tax evasion and unsafe practices. Stop bad actors from gaming the system. Work with the trucking industry to protect workers' rights and ensure choice so drivers aren't being forced into legal schemes. Fix immigration loopholes fueling exploitation and ensure newcomers are treated fairly. Make truck driving an attractive, sustainable career with fair pay, proper training, and respect. Let's keep our supply chains strong and highways safe for all Canadians. This isn't about politics. It's about safety, fairness, and restoring integrity to an industry that literally moves our economy. Canadians deserve better. The solutions are here and they're clear. Now it's time to act.